Cost of living crisis in Bedford. The cost of living crisis in Bedford, the silent struggle of ordinary people. Bedford, a charming town in the heart of England, is facing a deepening cost of living crisis. One of the most pressing issues for local residents is public transport. Buses stop running in the late evening, leaving people who work outside of Bedford with no way to return home. This issue becomes even worse during public holidays, when transportation is almost non-existent, despite many people still needing to travel to work. Those most affected are people who don't own a car or can't afford one. Buying and maintaining a car involves high costs: fuel, insurance, inspections, and taxes. Buses are also notoriously slow, stopping at every village and town along the way, which significantly increases travel time, especially for those commuting to work. Trains are not a perfect solution either. They are often delayed or cancelled altogether. Strikes occur from time to time, adding further chaos to commuting. Train tickets prices are extremely high, making it unaffordable for many to travel to work by rail. As a result, people without the means to commute are forced to accept low-paid jobs near home. For others, finding employment becomes much harder due to poor transport links. Another serious issue is the collapse of local businesses. High rent, electricity bills, and other fixed costs make it impossible for many small shop owners to survive. Consumers, forced to save every penny, turn to cheaper options such as large supermarkets or online shopping, further damaging small local enterprises. The financial situation of workers is equally dire. Minimum wage jobs dominate the market in Bedford, and well-paid opportunities are scarce. Many families are barely making ends meet. As a result, more and more people are relying on food banks. Bedford food banks are seeing a sharp increase in demand, including families with children and even full-time workers. Despite the efforts of charities and volunteers, the problem is growing faster than the support available. The local council appears to be slow to respond. Instead of systemic solution, they offer short-term aid that fails to address the root causes. To make matters worse, even newly opened businesses in Bedford often don't survive longer than a year. High operating costs, low purchasing power among residents, and lack of support mean many of them disappear quickly. In truth, this crisis affects not only Bedford, it's happening across the UK. Bedford is just one example of many towns where the daily fight for survival is real, on the streets, at bus stops, in food banks, and behind closed doors. If you want to stay informed of these issues, please subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up. Your support helps me reach more people. Thank you for being here.